Hey, what is up? This is John Nelson, and you are listening to the Starting Block Podcast. If you are looking for a show that's going to give you the insight into complete athletic development and give you the tools to win as an athlete, a parent, and a coach, then we are the show for you. Now, today's episode is Friday Fire, and I'm going to make this episode quick, and I'm going to get out of here. I've got somewhere I have to be. But I wanted to talk today about the idea and the motive of taking action, okay? Taking action. Now, what does that mean? That means getting off your butt and doing something. It means putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, without a plan, because you want to accomplish something. It means to stop being a career book reader or career studier or whatever you want to call it and actually go out and do something. Now, the point in this episode is that too often we are afraid to get out of our comfort zone and actually do something, to take a leap of faith and to get out and go after what it is we want. Too often, we are overanalyzing every single step, every single second of every move we make, and eventually that causes us to not do anything. And it's becoming more prevalent every passing year, because we are indoctrinated to believe that we can't fail. We're indoctrinated to believe that our life is harder than somebody else's, that we could do this, but this, that we could accomplish this, but that. No, there are no buts. You have to just go out and do it. You can't wait for timing to be perfect. If you want to accomplish something, go out and do it. You don't have to have a perfect plan every time. You have to know what you're trying to accomplish, but you don't have to have a perfect plan, because there's no such thing, because you're going to fail, right? And that will actually develop qualities of you that will help you become even more successful later on down the road. Remember, the person who started at the top does not value what it's like to be at the bottom. The ones at the bottom had to work and fail and learn their way to the top. They went out and they did something. They went out, they did it, they learned from their failures, they got better. And those are the people that can actually provide you with some knowledge on how to avoid the same mistakes they made, right? If you start at the top, you don't value what it was like to be at the bottom. And I know for me, that's the type of person that I want to surround myself with. I want to surround myself with the person who wasn't given everything, but who had to work to accomplish, to have the success that they have, to accomplish the goals that they set forth. Now, this doesn't mean to go after your goals and dreams without some type of actionable plan. No, you have to have, kind of a step-by-step metric for what you're going to do. But it does not have to be so detailed that it keeps you from actually ever taking that leap of faith. So, I listen to a lot of entrepreneur-based podcasts, and listen to one, that's what made me think about this episode and bringing this message to our listeners and our audiences. You see in my realm a lot of buy this 30-step plan, come to this seminar, learn the steps to be better. Bro, there are no steps. You have to get out and go. You have to wake up, put one foot in front of the other, and go. You think I knew what I was doing when I started ELP? Absolutely not. I had no idea how to run a business. Looking back, I barely knew how to even be a trainer, for that matter. Right? But what I did, I read a book or two. I put together a business plan on a freaking napkin. Go back to episode 1 and listen to that. if you want to learn a little more about that. And I went to work, and I failed over and over and over. And I've made more mistakes now than I care to count. But that's also why we're here 11 years later, and we're still kicking ass. We're better than we were before. It's because I learned lessons. I didn't fail, I learned lessons. And you need to have that same approach, whether you're still in school, whether you're entering your profession now, or whatever the case may be. Don't fall into the trap of play it safe and wait to be told what to do. Because if you're waiting to be told what to do, then A, you're probably going to be waiting a long damn time. B, you're going to fall into the trap of not thinking critically for yourself. And I'd say that sounds kind of familiar to the society that we live in today. So if you want to accomplish something, go out and do it. When you do it, make every step that you take, do it with intention. Do it as perfectly as you can. That doesn't mean spend forever doing it, but it means laying that brick down as perfectly as you can until you have a wall, right? We've all heard that quote. Take each step. Do it as best as you can, and if you fail, then you fail. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter anybody else's opinion of you. It matters, did you put forth the effort? And at night, when you go to sleep at night, can you say, I did everything that I could? When it's your time and you go through those pearly gates, what are you going to say when God says, did you use the tools that I gave you? Did you take action, or did you blame it on something else? Oh, yeah, but no, I had family problems, or I had boyfriend-girlfriend problems, or husband-wife problems, or my coach, my coach didn't like me. No, that ain't going to fly. Take action regardless of what your supposed circumstances are, and take pride in the steps that you have to take to get there. Take pride in the action that you put forth to accomplish those many steps to reach your goal. You're going to fail. It's going to happen. I talk about that in episode 2 a little bit more. But take pride in what you're doing and take action. Stop sitting around waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want it, go get it. If you want it, go get it. Don't wait on somebody to tell you. If you don't know how to do it, they make these things called books. Go read a book. But don't sit there and live book by book by book by book and feel like you have to be an expert on the subject before you actually go out and do something. Use the talents God gave you, right? Use the talents God gave you. Put them to use, because this is ultimately how we make our community better. So this idea of this topic came to me because of the podcast I was listening to, a couple days ago, but also the fact that, I saw that the Titans are going to be building a new stadium, and that's great. It's great. Being in Tennessee, living here my whole life, that's awesome, right? But you know what? It bothers me. It bothers me being a Memphian. It bothers me from being in the Mid-South. And it bothers me because I'm so sick and tired of hearing about Nashville this and Nashville that. You know why Nashville's ahead of us? Because they went out and actually did shit. They got it done. Go to Nashville and look at all the dang cranes out there. They're always building something. We can't seem to get anything done out here in Memphis, right? There's people that are taking action there, and it's not happening here. And so I'm sick and tired of hearing about Nashville this, Nashville that. I'm sick and tired of seeing our people move away from this community. I'm tired of seeing athletes go out to the West Coast and go wherever else it is they go for whatever services and things like that they're looking for. We have the resources here, and it's going to take people who are willing to get out of their damn comfort zone and to push and to strive to be something better, because that's how we better our community. That's how we better ourselves. That's how we better our team. That's how we better our families. We better it by going out and doing something and getting off of our butt and not being afraid to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake. Know it's going to happen. Get out there and do it anyways. Learn from the mistake, because that's how we get better. It's how we get better personally. It's how we get better as a society. That's your Friday Fire. Share the show. Remember, we don't do this as a business. This is a mission. This mission is to get the message out. This mission is to help you learn how to win. Learn from the mistakes that we made. Take the knowledge that me and Chris and Mandy have and apply it and use it. Stop doing things the way they've always been done, because that's how they've always been done. Learn. Be better. Challenge others to be better. Bring one person to the show. That's all we ask. One. Bring one person to the show. Not asking you to bring 100 or 10. I'm asking you to bring one person to the show. Share the show. Help get the message out so we can make our community healthier. We can make our community, we can inspire our community to be better, right? And we can all win on a personal level, on a business level, and we can grow as a community together, because, man, that is what it's all about, is all of us working together for the betterment of our society, man. That is what it's all about. We just want to see everybody win and get better. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend, and this is Starting Block Podcast. This is your Friday Fire episode, and I am out. Have a great one, guys.